Let me just get situated here. What did I last do, man? Lint errors. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's up with Claude. What were we working on last? Look at the repos. Commits. Do Docker running. What else do I need? Gotta remember what I was doing. Who did that? Passage refresh. Alright, what are all these? Which work trees can we clean up? I mean, oh yeah, I need Whisper Flow. That's what I need. I think I might pay for Whisper Flow, man. At least for a month, and then maybe in the next 30 days, one of my goals would be to just vibe code a Whisper Flow for myself. Wait. Well, I'm on the free version and I'm allowed 2,000 words per week. Should I just use that today? I'm gonna just use that for now. Alright. Hey, I want you to look at all the Git work trees that we got and see which ones we can delete because they've already been merged. Simple colon. What's happening, man? How's it going? I'm just walking into my office, getting my day started. Ate some breakfast, and now I'm here. Trying to continue the vibe coding sessions, man. I really want to get TypeBlazer launched this week, like end of this week. Hey Solaris, what's happening? Just followed me. What you talking about, Solaris? Just followed me. Where'd you follow me? You mean like follow me on Twitch? A little bit confused. Oh, on LeetCode. I was like, what are you talking about, man? Yeah, I don't know what they plan to use for the follow feature. I imagine you'll be able to see all your followers' submissions and stuff. Jamil, how you doing? What's up? Can you explain your project in a sentence? Yes. TypeBlazer is a typing game that is multiplayer, and it will have a bunch of fun features, I hope. I was purposely trying to be confusing. Well, it worked, man. Multiplayer typing game. Yeah, there you go. But is that a complete sentence? It's I guess might be. I think I'm pretty close to being able to just put it up live. I just want to fix all the crazy bugs. I don't want to like upload too much trash, you know. For Gen Z it is. Yeah, multiplayer typing game, man. That's one of the things I'm working on. I actually have like 3 projects that I work on in parallel. But the ones that I do on stream, it's the multiplayer typing game and it's my personal streaming website. But I got big plans. I got a lot of vibe coding to do. I'm planning 2 years of vibe coding. And this is only 2 weeks in. So we got a long time to go. These are fun. I remember Type Racer. It was great. It would be amazing if there was something more fun. It was kind of frustrating sometimes in user experience. But yours is better. Thank you for the kind words. I'm trying to make it better. I don't think it's better right now. But the goal is to build something that will one day become as popular as Type Racer. That is one of my goals. Maybe not my ultimate goal. 2 years, Solaris. That's how long I'm giving myself. If I can't figure out how to make some money in 2 years, I gotta go find a dang job. That's my plan, man. A Digital Drummer J. What's happening? Welcome to the party, man. Love that you have big plans. I gotta try. Alright, let's see. What are they saying? What I tell you to do? Find the local git work trees. Yeah. Delete the merge branches. Hey, delete the merge branches and also the work trees that I got in this folder. I want to clean up all those work trees that are obsolete. Will you sell this game on Steam? Man, I don't think that far ahead. And no, I don't plan this to be a Steam game, although I would like to create a Steam game one day. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen in the next 2 years though. This game, I just want it to be on a website. And I don't think I will be working on this game for 2 years exclusively. You know, I plan to work on it for as long as I need to, but I won't be dedicating 100% of my focus on this thing, you know, for 2 years. I think that's a little insane. Maybe it's not too insane if I really loved typing, but I think it's a little bit insane. I'm actually using this project as a way to get myself ramped up with development. I feel like it's been such a long time since I built anything outside of the corporate world, and I think this game has all the things that I want to learn how to do. Multiplayer, WebSockets, CRUD stuff, make things fun, and you know, so we'll see. It could make for a Mr. Beast type video. I spent 2 years and $100,000 in this typing game, and this is what happened. Yeah, but if that doesn't work out, man, I really gotta go back to work. So I'm not trying to put all my eggs in this Type Blazer basket, you know. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how time progresses. I'm just going with the flow, Solaris. Delete the merge branches and confirm. I have 15 merge branches. Yeah, delete them, man. Deju Ford. Thank you very much for that follow. I'm just trying to clean up here. I was trying to clean up. I don't know what it's doing. Usually it just knows exactly what to remove. It's tripping. Bro, you actually said my name right? That's crazy. Dang, I don't even remember what I said, but just beginner's luck. How much is your work and how much is Claude's work? I don't think you can separate the two, Solaris. I think it's just all one package at this point, because I work really closely with Claude. It's not like I just say, Claude, build this, and I go shopping for 6 hours and I come back and I ship it. I'm here and I'm like guiding it. I'm working with it throughout the day. Yeah, I'm one with the AI. We are integrated as one unit, man. We are basically a cyborg. Wait, is that a cyborg or something? I don't know. HCGVHJ, what's happening from YouTube? What am I building? I'm building a typing game. Hold on. These are not obsolete. They contain work that has not been merged yet. Keep them. Keep them. Alright. What is in the live leaderboard UI? I thought I merged at work. Which work is not merged? Do you get a CS degree? I am self-taught, but I am not. I have a degree in mechanical engineering, and I do have experience, I guess. I freelanced for a long time, and then I worked for like 5 years, and then now I'm just I'm not trying to freelance right now. I'm just trying to build stuff that people will hopefully want and use. Where are you working? Where am I from? I'm from somewhere. I'm from Jamaica, but I don't live in Jamaica right now. I haven't said where I lived. I lived on the East Coast. I can say that much. I'm in the Eastern time zone. Alright, alright. Live UI leaderboard. Okay. I remember now. I remember. Maybe I should bring up a new Claude and resume whatever I was doing there. Hey, Claude in Windows kind of sucks, man, or something. Like, anytime I start up, there is some weird issue where I can't just type immediately. I have to press some weird buttons before it starts to work. What was I gonna do? Resume something. Man, I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it's this. Did I do this? Oh no. Oh, okay. This is not the Claude code. I don't think I need to resume a terminal. I'm gonna say, all right, let's work on that live leaderboard UI work tree. Clear your context and then see what we're working on, and then let's continue. I don't even know. I've been using OpenCode for a couple days now. I feel like it's way better than Claude Code. Yeah, I haven't tried OpenCode yet, but I hear you're not allowed to use OpenCode with your Claude Max account or something. If you have a degree in mechanical engineering, it's quite enough to self-teach yourself CSS. There's really few courses, if you think about it. I don't know, like 5-7 mandatory that will really tell you what CS is. All about problem solving, really, and you can self-teach yourself everything with the internet. Yeah, that's basically what I did. Are you employee of any company? If yes, which company? I am not an employee of any company. Been using my pro account. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually not allowed to use your Claude plan, but I've heard of some people's accounts being banned for using OpenCode. Wish I had a Max account though. Yeah, Max account is bumping. Alright. Where are we? I was trying to fix some UI issues, but I also want to know what's in this spectator broadcast thing. Should I pop these out, man? Alright, let's see. What's in that spectator broadcast in the Type Racer Championship server? Did it work? Here's the problem, man. I can't type. This is what I'm talking about, Claude Code being weird. It's like, sometimes I can't type, you know? Alright, check out the spectator broadcast work tree that is for the Type Blazer Championship server. Let me know what commits are in there and yeah, what the branch is all about. How many monitors do I use? I use 2 monitors only. Sometimes I feel like I should be using more. Alright, I'm gonna show you a little demo soon, man. I just need to try to remember the last thing I was doing. I should have taken some notes. I use 2 too. I feel restricted. Might get another one. Yeah, I think 3 might be okay, but I don't have any more space. I have so much shit all over my desk, man. Well, 2 monitors, my camera, a bunch of lights. Maybe I can get like a tiny monitor somewhere. I don't think it needs to be like a real full-size monitor. Maybe something just for, I don't know, like random chat window or something, you know. Space Bakai, what's happened? Every time I drop by your stream, I'm impressed by the sound of your keyboard. Thank you very much. Just hooked up a 4th monitor. Dang, 4 monitors is a little extreme, man. Alright, let's see. Finish. Oh. Wait. Enable spectators to see live race updates without joining the race. Yes, yes. Alright, is this thing ready to merge? Is the work all done? What do you say? Update championship. with rope rate. Yeah, push create a PR and I'll merge it. Alright, I'm gonna just merge these two things and then show you where it's at, and then we'll pick up new bugs and start fixing new things. In Season 1, Episode 1 of Upload, they show a character vibe coding, speaking with the AI to help with a bug in his code. That was before vibe coding was a thing. They were visionaries. What is Upload? I've never heard of it. Do I gotta watch that? Dang, it's from like only a couple years ago. 5 years ago. Should I watch just the first episode just to see them vibe coding? Interesting. Who would have thought vibe coding would have been so fun? I watched the first 2 episodes and didn't really hook me. I see. Yeah, I don't really get hooked too much by TV shows, man. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's just merge this. Who cares if it works right now? I think it partially works at least. I remember checking it out and maybe I didn't merge it because there's like 1 or 2 small bugs left, but I think it's better to just merge it and start like creating new bugs and close, you know, and just keep it moving basically. Alright, say ship it. Alright, create a PR and I'll review and merge it. And then once we do this, I will run everything and we'll test out stuff. I think it's gonna be real fun once it's working, man. I mean, it's not fully merged. I just merged it. True, I use... Oh, wait. I watch many shows. Every time I regret watching all episodes, even if the show was good. It's just so time consuming and you get the same feeling almost every time. And lots of agenda. What? I mean, I guess, yeah. I also feel like that sometimes when I'm not spending my time productively. I didn't verify any of that, but I'm merging anyways. Brandon Mark Zach, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. Alright, everything is now merged into main branches. So now let's just clean up the work trees, please. Well, the same can be said about anything. Video games, even books. Everything takes time. Well, every time I do something, I feel a little guilty. I'm not gonna lie. Especially video games, man. That's probably the thing I spend most of my time on. So I try to not binge too much, but I still binge a lot, you know? But I don't do it all day, every day. If anything, it's a weekend thing for me. These days, at least. Alright, work tree removed. Everything is looking nice. Let me just fetch. Is this how you fetch properly? And pull. I'll just click these buttons. And then I'm gonna just run it. Here we go. New terminal. Let's see what we got, man. Let us see. Alright, you ready? This is it. Type Blazer. We'll try a championship race. I'll join on another account. I have to start the race manually because it's supposed to be like once an hour. So here we go. How do I do that? I'm gonna go to API, these scripts, and I open the lobby first. The lobby opens 5 minutes before the race starts. Once the lobby opens, you should be able to join the race. And then I can join with my other account too. But I'm testing something where I want to see if I can spectate the lobby. Portnoy, how's it going? So I'm gonna start the race, and this account is the spectator. It's not actually in the race, but I want it to be able to watch the race as it's going on. So let me try to see how that works. So I start the race. I'm gonna type on this one. Oh yeah, it's working. I'm not typing very fast, but alright, I like that, man. It seems working. Another day, another blog? A blog, man? You think this is a blog? Alright. Wait, from where do you get the texts? They're just generated right now. I like the look and the idea. It happens every 1 hour. It matches what you did with the streams before when we compete with you. Yeah, that's basically where the idea is from. How do you feel about vibe coding an app instead of deeply learning the tech stack like React, TypeScript through docs? Part of me feels like I should know the stack well enough to build things without AI. I think I know the stack well enough to actually build something, but it's just so much effort that I'm not saying I'm a React and TypeScript guru, but I've built some simple things with React. I built an app with React Native a long time ago, and I worked in a startup before I worked at Google that had a React app, and I worked there for a year. And I've built some other things. I built the first version of my website in React, this Midnight Simon website. So even though it's a lot of vibe coding on this website right now, the original version was handcrafted by me. So I'm not completely clueless when it comes to vibe coding, but I have to say I have no idea what the code looks like in my things, man. I give the LLM some instructions. We talk about the architecture a bit. We go back and forth. I give my opinion on if I like the design or if I think it fits my needs, and then we go from there, and I tell it to build it based on the design specs that it came up with, or we came up with. And if something were to really go wrong, I believe I am able to get my hands dirty and get in there and at least figure out a clue to what's going on, and then I can tell the AI to investigate this area a little bit more to see if it sees anything funky. UG, what's happening? How you doing? All right. We are trying to find some unexpected behaviors for where's my Type Blazer thing, man? Did I close it? Oh yeah, so I missed the race. So when I go here, it shows me I missed the race. That's good. But now, alright, I'm going to finalize this race. It's supposed to finalize after 5 minutes, but I need to change that to 2 minutes. Finalize. So now it's finalized. And then, so there's this bug where this thing gets cut off. Let me look at my issues. And then when it doesn't show previous race history as well, so we need to work on those things. For learning, I think you are right. You can get AI help to plan, and you can keep asking back. Wait, moving one step at a time to make sure you understand stuff and think through and see alternatives. It's a strange balance between learning broadly and going deep. But if you want to get cracked, I think reading the docs and other stuff is a must. I think the world didn't really change pre-LLM and after LLM about being cracked. People think it does, but it didn't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Z-Type is one of my favorite typing games. Z-Type, another competitor. Let me check them out. Type to shoot. Man. What is this? Man, you got crazy sounds. Oh no, this is not the type of game I'm going for. Interesting. But yeah, that's too fancy for me. Yeah, there's tons of typing games out there. I don't think I'm doing anything like a crazy idea, you know. Where's my Windows at? Yeah, I need to check these issues. Alright, let's do 57 to set the thing to 2 minutes. Where's my AIs, man? Alright, clear this context. Clear this context. Alright, I want you to look at the GitHub issues for Type Blazer and do issue number 55. Is it 55? No, that's ELO system. What'd I say? 57. Alright, what other issues? Update leaderboards. Can't see number 46. Okay. Alright, check out the GitHub issues for Type Blazer and do issue number 46. Oh shit, I didn't even put you to plan mode, but it already did it. Yeah, use that superpowered skill, brainstorming, to figure out some stuff before you start coding anything. Alright, I got 2 agents working on 2 different issues. Hopefully they do alright. Maybe I can bring this down. I know it's kind of hard to tell and it depends on the person, but how many leak code problems do you think is enough to pass interviews at Google and other big tech? Like, what's a good number? I think it depends. The more problems you do, I think it increases your chances of getting in because it decreases the amount of luck that you need to pass the interviews. So, of course, you can only do 100 problems and you can get an offer. But I think if you do 100 problems, you also probably rely a little bit more on luck, unless you have a PhD in algorithms already, or you're a Codeforces Grandmaster or something. I'd say, of all the people I know who grinded leak code to pass, it seems around 1,000 problems is where it's like, for sure, you have a really high chance of getting in and passing the interview. I'd say like 80% chance of passing an interview if you did like 1,000 problems, man. And I'm just pulling numbers out my ass. So maybe it's also because I probably did around 1,500 problems before I did my Google interview. And I've seen people who've done more than 1,000 problems and they still failed interviews and stuff. So it's really, nothing is guaranteed, man. And it also depends on where you are. In India, I think 1,000 problems is just getting started over there because the competition is so crazy. And the problems they ask you are so hard, man. Maybe in India you gotta do like hundreds of hard problems as well, you know. And it might be lower, but how much I should do a day? I'm not in India. Here competition is same as US. Alright, well, no, so I'm not saying you gotta do 1,000, man. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying if you do 1,000 though, you're gonna have super high chance of getting in. Like, you can pretty much. Alright, I don't think it's just problem, because maybe you can solve 1,000 problems but you don't remember any of them. That's not great. So I think previously I'd say the contest is a good measure of where you're at, but since LLMs have taken over those contests, I'm not sure what rank you should be aiming for. Before the LLMs, I'd say if you could get a night badge, that is a good signal that you're ready to blow away almost any interview. But these days, I'm not sure. Maybe you don't even need a night badge these days because of the LLMs. Like 1,700, 1,800 leak code rating, you got a good chance, man. Know what I'm saying? J-Rock and the Rock Pile? What you talking about, man? Who's saying what? Alla, we them boys. What's happening? Welcome. Alright, what is it asking me now? Clear picture. The race only ends when all players finish typing. There is no timeout mechanisms. Are you sure? I swear there's a 5-minute. Are you sure there is no timeout? I think after 5 minutes, the championship race ends. Is that true? Alright, what's this saying? Most likely cause our race finalizations are not happening. Race results not being saved. Database has no finished races. Let me think. What's up, Sam? It's great that you're broadcasting European hours. Yeah. I mean, it's not on purpose, I guess. But, you know, since I don't have a job, this is my job, kind of. Rana Creed, how you doing? Welcome to the party. Wait, when the previous race completed, Alright, let's see. When the previous race completed, I waited until the race had been finalized, and then when I visit again, it doesn't show me the previous race results. This might be a problem because it's looking at the previous race at a certain time, because before the design was centered around this hourly race. But then we refactored it to have a championship race be decoupled from an hourly time restriction. So maybe when it's looking for the previous race results, it's looking like at the incorrect race that had no results because there's nobody racing at that time. Can you just verify that? It's nice not watch you at 3 a.m. Yeah, thanks for popping up at 3 a.m. You know, for those other streams. I found a cheat code for Claude Code yesterday. What's that? Are you building any new game? New game, man. What are you talking about? I haven't even started working on this one fully. Negative IQ viewer. What STT are you using? I'm using Whisperflow. And if you want a free month, you can use my code. And I get a free month. I'm about to pay for it, man. I like it so much. And I've tried the Windows thing, but I don't think the Windows thing is as nice. Like just talking this Windows microphone thing. Oops. This thing. It's not as accurate as the Whisperflow. Wait, you race at 2:30 p.m. Dev triggered. Result save. I don't know what to do here. Let me see what this is saying. Regular Type Blazer server has no race timeout, only blah blah blah. Championship races has a 5-minute timeout. Yes. To the regular multiplayer server? No. Let's add a 2-minute timeout to both the regular multiplayer server and the championship server. Should I filter out 0 races? Alright, order approach. Maybe we can still show races that had no participants, but just make it clear that that race didn't have any participants, instead of not showing it at all. I don't want people to wonder if there was a race the last hour or what, you know. Generate front end from Google AI Studio with proper prompt. So get with routing, Axios, React, Redux, download the project and connect Claude Code for the project and do the rest of the project and back end work. That's their cheat code. Hey, I've been using, well, my wife yesterday just started using Google AI Studio and she's been having a good time vibe coding, man. I'm not gonna lie. Vertazoid, welcome to the party. Okay, I will give a chance for Whisperflow. I always don't know what exactly is my prompt sometimes. I change after reviewing it to fill up gaps that potentially LLMs would take wrong direction. Hold on, let me try and... Wait, what are you saying? I always don't know what exactly is my prompt. Sometimes I change after reviewing it to fill up gaps I mean, like, you typed your prompt out, and then you reread it, and you're like, nah, let me change that. And you backspace. I've been having good success with just talking to it like a regular person. And then if I make a mistake, I interrupt it, and I'll be like, wait, hold up. I actually said something there, but I actually mean this. And it's been working well. AFK Forever, thank you very much for the follow. Mac has built-in dictation. Why pay? Because I'm not working on a Mac. What's happened, Smart Coder? And I guess you're not paying if you use the 1 month free month link. But I might actually pay for it too. Like, my free trial is up, and I have to upgrade to Pro, or I'm limited to 2,000 words a week. But I think I might just pay $20 for a month and then go from there. We'll see. Alright, plan, simple change, not so simple change. How are we gonna do this? Can we get to see our Claude Code usage stats? Yeah, it's not that impressive. I haven't been going crazy, man. I've been talking about downgrading my plan, but I haven't done it yet. So I got 5 more days to use 93%, you know. Enough stuff. What's happened? You can run Whisper yourself locally, but it might be worth paying for less hassle. I think there's an NVIDIA model that has been better, especially for English. Yeah, lots of people have been telling me I can build my own Whisper flow. And maybe I might try, but man, for $20, I don't know. It's whatevs. Not a heavy vibe coder. I'm not going too crazy right now. I think I spend a normal amount of time vibe coding, but I don't think I'm at the point where I'm like able to run 5 agents in parallel all the time. I'm not there yet. At least I'm not there and maintaining the quality that I want. But I plan to get there, man. Just give me some time. If this is like a new job for me, I've been on the job for about almost 3 weeks. Tomorrow would have been 3 weeks. Tomorrow would be 3 weeks on my new job. If I was working at Google, I wouldn't even be able to touch production yet, man. I would basically be in training for 3 weeks or however long. Those many parallel agents lead to nothing. I don't know. I think sometimes they do. It just, you have to have a code base that you can work on that many things in parallel without completely messing up, and you gotta be good at multitasking. What sector is your job in? I don't have a job right now. I quit my job. But I used to work in C++ infrastructure for policy regulation and enforcement. Wait, what? Yeah, commit these changes and make a PR. So I'm gonna make a dang work tree. Very good. It's doing the work tree thing I tell it to do. Legend X Google. I don't know about all that versus Zoid. I wasn't like a high performer or anything, man. I think I was just cruising middle of the pack. PR created. Should I test it out? Fix race history. So, alright, this... Alright, we'll see if this works. So let's test it. This one is... Fix race history. How do I test it, man? I think I can go here and edit my Docker Compose and hit them with that. Build it. I used open source TTS. It's called Tetrois or something. I'm gonna have to look that up. Tetrois or something. Speech to text. How do you spell speech? Tetris? Man, I don't know what you're talking about, Rana Creed. I don't see anything named that. Alright, are we running? Alright, let's check it out. Let's see if we can see some history. We can't, man. Why is it not showing? Oh, dang, look. Lobby opens, but the next... Hey, the lobby is open, but I can't join. Is that a bug? That's a bug, man. Issues. At 55 past the hour, lobby opens but can't join. Hey, I went to the championship race page at a couple minutes to the hour and I could not join the lobby even though it said lobby open on the front page. Dang, I hit my 2,000 word week limit already. Should I upgrade right now? Let me see how much slower it is. Alright, I'm gonna just merge this anyways. Because I actually don't know. Championship. Let me just look in my super base actually to see if this is a good way of doing it. Here's my super base and championship races. How do I want date created at? Do I want that? I guess it gets created right when the lobby, yeah, they created that instead of the hour timestamp. But the hour timestamp is decent too, man. Because look at this date created. Hour timestamp. So that one should show. But it doesn't. So I'm not sure if this change does anything, to be honest. I'm gonna tell it. Hey, I just took a peek in Supabase, and I don't think this change is gonna change anything for us because the ordering is still relatively the same. The problem I'm seeing is when I visit the championship race page, I don't see any race history of the previous race at all. I'm gonna put you into plan mode and you need to figure out why this is happening. Hey, it says it's Whisper Flow says it's gonna slow down, but it's been working fine, man. Maybe I don't even need Pro. I'll just get the basic. Oh, Tortoise TTS. That's what you're talking about? This one is bumping. On Windows, I highly recommend using the Conda installation. Does it do speech to text as well, or is it just text to speech? Maybe I'll check it out some other time. How do you think they send the voice data to the API they use streams? Wait, what you talking about? Who you talking about, Negative IQ viewer? Whisper Flow you talking about? Who knows? Alright, what? Did it finish working? Yeah. Push branches, create PRs. The Whisper Flow app to their API. Do I think they use streams? I don't think so, but I'm just guessing. What do I know, right? Alright, what did this do? Previous is finished. Idle state template has no UI to display previous race results. Alright, that sounds acceptable. Do it. Alright, I'll merge all these crazy things, really. Let's see. Reduce from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. LGTM. What else they got? And 2-minute race timeout to multiplayer. That's a lot of code. LGTM, man. Curator Collective, how are you doing? Morning. Have you thought about creating a Git agent so that Claude can handle merges and Git pushes for you? I have not really thought too much about that. I thought about actually having Claude look for PRs and then review them automatically, but I haven't implemented any of that stuff yet. So I've just been kind of doing it manually, and sometimes I'll test, sometimes I'll spot check the code, but I don't always, you know. Like right now, I'm not even really reviewing. I'm just curious to see what it did, and if I see anything that looks crazy, maybe I'll comment on it, you know. But I'm not super automated right now. Alright, I just merged all those branches. Please clean up your work trees and all that stuff. Alright, did we merge this one? I'm gonna test it out after I merge this other thing. I'm just gonna test everything together. And if things don't work, I'll revert, or I'll just fix forward. So, hey, did you create a PR and commit all your changes? Do you try Moltbot OpenClaw? I have not. I have not tried that. It sounds a little too crazy for me, man. Sounds real crazy, whatever that stuff is doing. I don't think I'm that cutting edge. Alright, let's clear, and then I'm gonna test both of these things at once this thing creates a PR. And then hopefully we're one step closer to... What is this? Here we go. Moltbot, aka OpenClaw, has major security issues. Yeah, like what? Alright, here we go. Everything merged and deleted, and all branches deleted, and now I'm gonna be like, clean up your work trees. Not me. You clean up your work trees. I call it ClaudeBot personally. ClaudeBot. Is that the first name? Moltbot OpenClaw. Yeah. Craven before you. How you doing? Alright. Everything's ready. Where are we at? Oh, look, they still got this dang work tree open, man. It didn't listen. Oh, wait. Maybe... Yeah, why is that thing open? Which fix previous race ordering? Hey, there's another work tree called fix previous race ordering. Can you clean that up if it's already merged? I think it should already be merged. B, what are you doing, man? It's open. Should I just... Man, just delete everything. Delete that branch. Delete that work tree. I don't care about that change. The Dev Dad, how you doing? I code like this too now. What a life. Yeah, this is how I've been coding for the last 3 weeks. And it's very fun. You can run in sandbox environment. You need Docker to run agents. Yeah, I'm not trying to run CloudBot right now. Have you run it, Rana Creed? It's super cool coding like this. Yeah, it is extremely cool, man. It's like, it's so fun to build things now. It's like you just think of an idea and it becomes a reality with just minimal work. Before, you think of an idea and it becomes a reality of like 2 years of working really hard on that thing. Or a year, you know. But now it's like you work a week or 2 on it and it becomes a reality. Alright, now I think we're good. And just click these buttons and then I'm gonna run it. But first I think I gotta change that. You have never made so much progress. Me too, man. I'm like, so much progress has been made. I'm very excited about building, but I feel everybody is building now, so it's gonna get a little insane, maybe. Alright, here we go. Is it running? It's time to see first if we can... Oh, it's still... Is it? It's not up yet, is it? What is it doing, man? Is it stuck? It's crazy. I think we're in a sweet spot to try and get what we have out. Yeah. I think we gotta hurry up though before everybody releases everything. Hey, what's going on here, man? There we go. Oh yeah, previous race results are right there. Alright. It says unknown though. That's not great. Should I make a bug or should I just tell it to fix it, man? I'm gonna make a issue. Where's the issues at? Previous championship race results does not show usernames. It only shows unknown. Then I become a chairmaker. Oh, what are you talking about? You trying to make chairs? Or are you trying to say like you're gonna leave tech to do something more traditional because tech is cooked? Is that what you're trying to say? Alright, where's my AIs at? Alright, check out the type Blazor repository and do the latest issue. It should be about usernames not showing up in the previous championship race results. Alright, what's this one gonna do? Should I test out some other stuff? Let's do another championship race. Yeah, hopefully not actually. Yeah, surely not actually. Yeah, I don't think so either. There's a lot of doom and gloom going on these days, but I don't agree with all the doom and gloom. Of course, nobody really knows what's gonna happen though. What do we work? Oh yeah, we're testing a new race. So I'm gonna just manually start one by opening up the lobby. Lobby is opened. And then I'm gonna join on both accounts that I got going on here. And I'm gonna start the race. Get ready. Dolphins sleep with 1/2 of their brain at a time, keeping one eye open to remain alert. Predators and continue surfacing for air. A phenom. Alright. So it's supposed to have a 2-minute timeout, man. I didn't start a timer. Should we do one now? Let's just see if the race ends in 2 minutes and what happens. Cores, what's happened? I don't subscribe to the doom and gloom either. AI is just the next natural step, but it is still quite fragile and limited. We need someone to make pillows for the chairs if you want. What? You guys trying to make a furniture company? There's been a lot of doom and gloom in the history of progression as a society, and we're all fine, mostly. Anyways. Yeah, hopefully. I generally don't subscribe to the doom and gloom either, but sometimes I feel a little bit doom and gloom about the state of the world, not necessarily just AI coming for our jobs, man. I feel things feel kind of crazy these days, man. But we'll see. Tack is my name. How you doing? Oh, race ended. 2-minute time limit reached. Very nice. So that thing definitely works. Previous race results. Alright, it only shows 1 participant, but there were 2. I should make an issue of that bug. New issue. Championship race results don't show people that signed up, but well, maybe we shouldn't show them. Let me not leave that comments. Let me test it first, because that other account didn't show up because maybe I didn't even type anything. I'm gonna try a new race, but this time I'm gonna type on both accounts. They said Excel would eliminate the accountants. Did they? I don't remember being around back then. Yo, Simon, would you be down to review my side projects? Hey, welcome, Road SRT. I don't really do project reviews, to be honest, but you can tell us about your projects, perhaps. If it sounds crazy enough, you never know, somebody might check it out. If it's something that I'm interested in, I'll probably review it. But if it's some random shit that who knows what it is, man, then I don't think I'm down to review it, you know? If it's a project about algorithms, data structures, for sure. If it's a project about anything else, It depends. Alright. I said I'm gonna try a new race, so open up the lobby. Don't want to crash your chat. It's just a creative job listing board for engineers. I mean, you can share it here if you want other people to take a look. Maybe other people will give you some feedback. Maybe I'll take a quick peek. But I make no promises. All right. But maybe I won't take a quick peek. Lobby is open. I'm gonna race. Ooh, there's a bug. Alright, let me make a note of that bug. New issue. When I've already joined the lobby and I refresh, weird things happen. Alright, so when I'm in the lobby for the championship race and I refresh, it still thinks I'm in the lobby on the client side, but it seems like on the server side, I'm no longer in the lobby. Let's try to figure out what's going on here and how we can prevent this from happening. Alright, so lobby open. Says I'm in. Interesting. Road SRT, thank you very much for that sub. Alright, now I guess if you want me to review, that's the way to do it, man. Now you're like forcing my hand, huh? Well, you don't want to bribe me, but you already did, man. Alright, dang, it looks like a white piece of paper that somebody just handed me their resume or something. I'd say I'm not sure if I'm into the only white look. It looks like a research paper. And it's hard to know where my eyes should focus. I need you to... I'm no expert UI person. Let me just tell you that right now. I'm just saying exactly what comes to my mind as soon as I open the page. I feel like I need some color to direct my eyes where to focus on. Like, what do you want me to focus on when I hit this page? I guess the first thing I do is probably want to browse the listings. But then I feel you don't have any good search features or filtering options available. I'm just gonna have to scroll through. I can't even get back to the previous thing. Maybe I have to click listings. How do I get back to the home page? I'm not sure. I don't even know if I need to get back to the home page. But it feels... $79 a month. Yeah, I feel you got a lot of work to do on this thing. Click browse listings. Wait, isn't that where we're at? Yeah. Wait, I don't... Is this... I guess this is just like dummy data, or is this real data? 10 most recent listings. I think walling off all the listings is probably not a great idea, because I don't want to... There's so many other job sites I could go to. I'm not trying to sign up for an account just to see your listings, you know? That's how I feel. And then there's like... It's bugging me there's no home page. I can go back to your home page. Alright, I gotta put your name down on my board here. Alright, thank you very much for the sub. Where's your name at, man? Right there. Thank you. Well, I'd say keep iterating, man. Keep iterating on it. Maybe you can even ask AI to review it for you as well. I think AI has been pretty good with reviewing stuff and giving me a new perspective on stuff, you know. Alright, what we're doing, we documented that bug that we had. This one, I think I had a Claude Code working on something. Oh, the username display. Let's merge this. First, let me see what it did. Who knows? I guess it just needs to. I'm gonna just check it. I don't even know why I'm trying to read the code, man. What am I doing? So let me see. Let me close this Docker. Oh wait, I was trying to do a race where I raced on both of them. But I'll do that next. Streamering, did I miss a hydrate? Thank you. Cheers. It's free for engineers, it's paid for recruiters, and all those listings are from Real Recruiter email outreach. Guaranteed real jobs. I see. Well, I still feel this is how I like. I don't like to just register for a site just to browse, you know. So I think maybe if I'd say a user would probably go on your website, browse the listings, and they would only register once they feel like they want to apply for a listing that they found relevant. I don't know if I would sign up for something before I even found relevant jobs I want to apply for. But I've job hunted in a long time, man, so maybe I'm not the right person to ask. Maybe you can hide some of the things if you don't want to give them the full data, like or the company name. I don't know, man. Or maybe just let it all out and just have people use the website first. Alright, what are we trying to do? We're trying to username display. It's in the API. So let me copy. The changes are in the API, it says. Modify Docker Compose, turn it back up, and we'll see. Hey, Rode SRT, why do you choose this stream? Are you just going around Twitch and trying to get feedback from as many streamers as possible? Or have you been a lurker here before? Or what's your story? Straight up, you're the only person that has reviewed it. I mean, most people won't take kindly to a new person coming into their stream and immediately asking for like a review on something. That's not super great etiquette, I think. But I guess I'm a little bit chill. I don't really care that much. What's the motivation behind the website? Job hunting is really led by 3 big leaders. It'd be like opening a goods store next to Walmart. Perhaps. Yeah, that's a good point, Captain Ken. I'm not trying to drill into too much though. But sometimes it's necessary to get those tough questions. Alright, we're trying to do another championship race. This unknown stuff still happening. AI rebuilt my Docker images, and I put Docker up, and I'm trying the new changes that you put, but I'm still seeing unknown in the previous champion thing. Was it vibe coded? Yeah, was it vibe coding? It's just a way for all of us to aggregate our private recruiter outreach from email, high quality listings. High quality listings. Not vibe coded. I mean, what even is vibe coding anymore? Opus is better than 99% of Anthropic applicants. Wait, what does that mean? So if you're saying Opus is so good, what do you mean? What is vibe coding though? Vibe coding is the way, man. Solalicious, how you doing? Welcome. My only experience with vibe coding was a ton of bugs and a bit of extra work. I wonder if it actually... So I'm here. How's your experience been with this? If it actually works. It actually works, man. I gotta say, it actually works. Of course, it depends on how you go about vibe coding, but there are some workflows that absolutely work with vibe coding. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I've been having, I'd say, great success. I've been able to do a lot of work that I probably would have never done without vibing. And yeah, you know, there's bugs along the way, but there's also bugs if you coded it yourself too, you know. I haven't been able to move into CLI only tools. Still need to actually review the coding cursor, especially at day job. Yeah, I hardly review, but I'm not working on anything critical. I'm working on like fresh projects, and it's not like nuclear secret key store or something like that, man. It's a dang typing game, you know. How much security and stuff do you need for a typing game? So, but I've been having a good time. Stop reviewing code, go full blind vibe coding. It's the best. I agree, Negative IQ viewer. It's so much fun, man, to just, who cares what the code says, as long as thing works. Works how I expect it and performs reasonably well, I'm alright with it. Oh dang, lots of big messages. Hold up. Have you seen Gastown? Nah, I don't know what that is. I do small projects on the side, and since I'm actually just a systems engineer, I take care of the back end, front end, however vibe coded, I guess. It's a bit odd because the LLMs often overlook simple things like state restoring. Concrete example, having a button that changes a player's state and restoring it afterwards. I find you have to be pretty explicit with these things sometimes. They say you should always plan your work before you have the LLM code anything. So that means you're going through like a brainstorming session, a design session where you're going back and forth. It's not just you telling the LLM what to do, but the LLM is asking you for clarification as well. And I find doing that stuff will help to identify under-spec'd features and spec them out a bit more fully. I told my buddy about a project I was working on when I was looking for a job. He liked the idea, asked if he can make a version. I said sure. He AI coded it, and you can tell. Personally, I don't like AI assisted coded, but will do if I'm stuck and cannot find via Googling and Stack Overflow. But usually I spend on a bug is most 45 minutes, and then I throw the stack trace at AI. Dang. Usually I spend 45 minutes with the LLM, and if it's stuck, then I go in there. I'm like the opposite of you, man. If it's LLMs can't figure it out in 45 minutes, I dust off my boots and get in there, get in those trenches, man. Cherubski, what's happening? Welcome. That's my whole thing. I'm basically a first year comp sci student with what I've learned in formal education, but I've been using AI, Gemini, to help me troubleshoot and vibe code custom tools for a local model. Sure, it can be buggy, but you can also optimize your prompts. Yeah, I think I'm having a great time building anything I want, pretty much. I mean, I dropped my buddy's DB with his AI agent. I mean, shit. That is... I don't think you can blame the agent for doing that, to be honest. At the end of the day, even if you had 10 genius working on a project, you'd have to refactor everything every 2 years. So, yeah, perhaps. This is what I was referring to, Opus being better than 99% of Anthropic applicants. I mean, Opus Opus is better than a lot of... I'd say Opus is better than probably everybody in the whole world, man. I can't think of a single person that has more knowledge than Opus. You know, I can tell Opus to do literally any task, and it will probably do it with pretty good. But I can't think of anybody in the world that I can ask to do something and they just know everything, you know. Anyways, I look at it like having my own little junior dev. Yeah, that's how people have been treating the LLMs. Gotta go work. Alright, see you later, Rode SRT. I should probably try that then. I'm very critical about that stuff, but I have to have an open mind about it because it can make my job a lot easier. It can. Most of the time I see people arguing with AI when you can fix it yourself. If you can't fix it after 45 minutes, you usually ask a coworker for help. Why not ask AI? Yeah, I guess. Alright. What are we doing? We're trying to figure out some stuff, man. These race names aren't showing up. That's what we're trying to figure out. I told it it's not working, and it sounds like it's finding issues. Last thing, at the end of the day, the AI will do what you tell it to. Clear specs produce clearer code, way faster than typing, but good engineering will always apply. Yeah, kind of. Wait, I tend to disagree. If they're actually competent programmers, they'd take care of the design of the system before refactoring is part of the job, but that comes naturally with progressing the code base. With AI produced code, the quality of the code tends to be a lot worse. But I think if you just let the AI go about its business without you guiding it, I think, yeah, maybe the quality of the code is a lot worse. But you can still get decent... I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't even look at the code. So maybe I'm just talking nonsense. Maybe all the AI only produces junk code. But so do people. I've seen a lot of junk code that wasn't written by AI too, man. I've seen so much junk code out there. So I don't know if it's only AI you can blame for bad quality coding. Wait, what? Alright, let me look in my database. User pro... Well, I don't want to leak my emails or anything, man. Man, user profiles has username in it. What are they talking about? Yeah, I just looked in my Supabase database and I looked under the user profiles table and there is a column called wait, it's not there anymore. Oh, it's there. It's called username. Why can't we load up that username? What are you talking about, man? Alright, I had some other bug. This one, issue number 67. Alright, look at the type Blazor GitHub issues and do issue number 67. Blaming AI for bad code is like blaming the hammer when a carpenter built the house. The thing is, AI produces code that is mostly found in their training data, and obviously most produced code is written a lot by inexperienced developers. This is, by the way, not shaming. Everyone started somewhere and people tend to, for example, go through inheritance chains and a lot of design patterns before they start to understand that most of it is nonsense. What do you mean most of it is nonsense? Most design patterns are nonsense? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, man. I use a lot of design patterns in my coding all the time. Hey, Norwegian Oiler, how you doing? Yeah, my favorite design pattern is... Man, what is it called? What the hell is the pattern called? I mean, it's a singleton, but there's a very specific... The Myers singleton, man. That's one of my favorite things in the whole world. This design pattern. Inheritance chains are useless and a lot of design patterns are made for OOP. Wait, I don't understand your hate for design patterns though. Just because they're made for OOP means they're junk? Have you tried anything to do with GNNs? I don't know what GNNs are. What are GNNs? Graph neural networks? Absolutely not, man. That's too academic for me. You never used plan mode before coding in Claude? Oh yeah, I forgot to use plan mode. I usually do, man. I usually always use plan mode, but this time I forgot. Alright, so... Server-side session tokens, session storage persistence. I don't know if we should do it only on the front end. What if somebody joins the lobby on their laptop and then they switch to their computer to do the actual race? Will that be a problem with the front end only option? We're past design patterns and onto AI voice commands now, yeah. SysZen, welcome. Do you have skills, agents, commands, configurations in Claude? Why not open code? I have some skills. I haven't really configured it much, man. I'm still kind of new. I haven't tried open code because I only use Claude Max. I've also heard Anthropic doesn't like when you use their Max thing with open code, but I'm not sure. OOP is mostly about abstraction. Too much abstraction causes high complexity, which causes unmaintainable code. And I don't really know about different... I'm not like a programming guru, man. I only know a few languages, so I don't know like functional programming or anything. But I know that there's a lot of really large critical systems built with object-oriented programming that is maintained for sure. I dropped out of college around the time we started working with mental health issues. What? It's insane how every day on every different stream people are arguing if yes or no we will be replaced. This AI hype is something, yeah? Yeah, I guess everyone's arguing about that all the time for sure. Wait, only logged in users can reclaim their player stop. Yes. No, wait. I don't know, man. I'm talking about the championship races. Like all of these things we're doing is for the championship race. What is it talking about? What was the bug? Only authenticated users are allowed to race in championship races. Alright, you're right. Let me look at this more carefully. Blah, blah, blah. Can you check Supabase for this user ID? Oh yeah, I see that user ID, man. There is a row with that user ID. So something's up. Anyways. Hey, Bet Simp is in the house. How you doing, Bet Simp? What you been up to these days, man? Have to give an interview in 10 minutes, but not in the mood. Dang. Wait, you gotta interview a candidate? Not in the mood? Oh no, RIP for that candidate. Or are you interviewing somewhere to get a new job? Wait, found it. Wait, do I want that, man? I guess that's okay. I don't have any crazy data in there for now. I am the interviewer. It's okay. I am nice guy. Well, you're a nice guy, but maybe if you're not in the mood, you might be a little bit not nice. But everything will be alright. Dang, a lunchtime interview. Is it a virtual interview? Or is it like I've been hearing in-person interviews are coming back. Actually, my last week at Google, I got a request to interview somebody on site, in person, in New York. And I tell them, nah, I'm out of there. I'm not about to do this interview now, man. Did it fix? Let me see if it fixed. Oh, look at that. My name is bumping now. So it was just an RLS thing going on. Alright, I don't know what to work on now, man. I feel like we're making progress. Alright, this works. Can you create a PR and push all your commits, and I'll merge it if there's anything to merge. Huh, what are you guys talking about, man? Lisp? I don't know anything about Lisp. It's not that I can't understand. I understand Python and C++ pretty well, but I never got formal education for design patterns or other concepts beyond the code, so I guess maybe I just need to sit down and practice. I'd say design patterns are very important if you're working on something large, man, especially like C++. I wasn't well versed in design patterns when I first started working, but I saw them everywhere in the code base, and I think you should look them up, man. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but there are some. Depends on what you're working on. There are some very important ones for sure. Search the curse of Lisp. Curse was, man, that sounds like a long article. This thing? 2011? Come on, man. Read something 15 years old. Well, I don't know if that's what you're telling me. Hold on. Should I tell it to do that? Why don't you think about your plan and let me know if it sounds good? Because I don't want to read it. Yes, also close the issue when I merge the PR. Am I allowed to post links? Yeah, sure. Oh shit, I clicked restore branch. I didn't mean to do that. Delete. Oh man, that's a long article, man. I'll read the first paragraph. The power of Lisp is its own worst enemy. That's a paragraph, right? They say a paragraph starts with an indentation, man. So that's one paragraph. Use AI to summarize. All right. Let's do that. What is the TLDRELI5 of this? Lisp is so easy and powerful that every programmer builds their own version of everything instead of teaming up, so you end up with 9 half-finished tools instead of one great one. Meanwhile, hard languages like C force people to work together because they have to, and that teamwork produces more polished, well-documented stuff that everyone actually uses. Basically, being too powerful makes Lisp programmers lone wolves, and lone wolves don't build cities. Should I try Lisp? Sounds like a language for me then, man. Hold on. I got a follow-up question. Why is Lisp so powerful? Did I merge? Yeah. What's this doing? Oh, I told it to review its own plan. Did it review it? I'm not sure. Alright, yeah, just implement it. Clean up your work trees, man. Alright, BetSim, good luck in your interview. If you're already gone or if you're still here or whatever. Damn, I'm not reading all that. Macros. Code is data, minimal syntax, interactive development. First class functions. Anyways. I've heard people talk about Lisp, but I don't really know anything. I prefer systems languages over Lisp. Example, C, Zig, Odin, assembly, whatever. The only thing I know is C. Barely. Wait, you prefer assembly? What kind of crack are you smoking, man? That's crazy. I've never heard anybody say that. You prefer coding in assembly? I guess people do it, right? Right? Do people actually code in assembly? I thought it's just like things get translated into assembly. Maybe back in 1950, people coded in assembly, but I don't know anything about assembly, to be honest. I'm just talking nonsense. Shredder Sherlock, thank you very much for the follow. And Cherubsky, I don't know if I said thank you. Compiler people do and other low-level engineers. Alright, nice, nice. Clean up this. Alright, we gotta find another issue to work on. Let's check. Oh, 63. Okay, look at type Blazor GitHub issues and do issue number 63. It's not that difficult. Assembly is super tiny in terms of syntax. Look at the FFmpeg codebase. They have a lot of assembly in their project. Dang, FFmpeg was written in assembly. I know Roller Coaster Tycoon or something was written in assembly. Is that right? But I don't know if people actually code in assembly in 2026. Was it done? In 1980. Yeah, that's like a long time ago, man. 45 years ago. C and assembly, but they have about 8% of the code in assembly. And yes, Roller Coaster Tycoon was written in assembly. Oh, you're talking about FFmpeg C and assembly. Yeah, those are different times, man. I guess that's like retro coding these days to me. Or like Demon Puke said, some low-level engineer stuff. I thought I enjoy C++ the most. I don't really have any reasons, only because I think it sounds cool to say you know C++. Because I think the barrier to entry there is a bit higher than, say, Python or JavaScript. So I only do it for the street cred, man. That's how I chose C++ to learn. I was like, you know what? Who gets the most street cred? C++ people do. That's who I want to be. I didn't really think too much about anything else besides looking cool. I'll be learning COBOL in school, talking about ancient technology. Apparently, critical infra still runs on mainframes, so that's why Rust is right there. What's Rust? I don't. When I hear a Rust developer, I don't think anything crazy. If anything, all right. I don't know if I'm gonna offend people with my opinions on Rust. I don't know if I can articulate what I want to say though. But anytime I hear somebody talking about Rust, I feel it's more of a man. What am I trying to say? Because it's so new, I guess they're kind of like chasing the fad kind of stuff. I don't know, man. I've never actually checked out Rust, but everyone was talking about Rust for some time and how Rust is gonna replace C++ and C++ is whack and Rust is the new king of the castle and this and that. And like, what y'all talking about, man? All the Rust people always trying to hate on the C++ people for some reason. Rust is negative aura, little freezy. What's happened? You mad because you learned C++? Hey, maybe. But hey, you know what? I enjoyed the C++ stuff very much. It's over 10 years old. I don't think it's a fad. Is it? Do people use Rust that much? I do Rust full time and I hate this language. It's so annoying. I don't know anything about Rust. I just like talking shit, man. Everybody likes talking shit. It's just for fun, really. Yeah, the first language I ever did was Visual Basic.net. And people used to make so much fun of me because I'd be like, yeah, I know VB.net. And I guess I don't know why everyone hated VB.net so much, but it's what I learned on. All right, let's see what this thing is talking about. Finish the changes. TypeBlazer fix. Wait, let's see. There's 2 branches. Should I just say? Should I test it, man? I'm so lazy with testing things, especially when it's like I have it create these different work trees and stuff. All right, let me tell you something. All right, I want to test it, but I'm too lazy to like manually change my Docker Compose files and whatnot. Can you create me a new Docker Compose file that's based on the one in TypeBlazer/Docker that will load up the correct stuff? Actually, never mind. I'll just do it. I'm being too lazy. Jesus Christ. What's desync joining time? What's the difference? Lobby desync and joining. What's the difference between the lobby desync and the joining time? Joining time? What is this, man? C++ is, however, also annoying. L values, R values, move doesn't move anything. No except static, doing 4 different things depending on context, exceptions. I'm glad that C++ is the language I started with and probably know the most about. Yeah, I don't really know C++ that well, but it's interesting. Once you get the job, it doesn't matter what language you know. It's more about how fast you can learn to fit into the existing code base. However, the gatekeeping is always there based on language knowledge to get the job. Yeah, I think the learning happens on the job with the code base. Yeah, for sure, man. That's the only thing that remains, testing. So we need to start enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say we're all kind of just quality QA engineers these days, man. If you're doing AI vibing. It's not really true. Languages change so much in terms of semantics that you can kind of get something done relatively quickly, but that's far from being proficient in that language. Lots of large tech companies don't really care what language you know. They just want to know that you can learn something quickly. And maybe you might not going to be an expert in 1 year, but you probably can get stuff done. And then you learn stuff on the job, man. I also feel like language isn't that important in the long term. Like, once you know a couple languages, you can go learn something else, right? So Go is so great. The language just hasn't anything. Just dead simple. Nobody pays people to be proficient in languages. They want the done quickly part. Yeah. I don't know. I don't hire anybody. What are you asking? Grace period versus lobby window. No, I'm asking what the hell is this lobby sync, man? Let me just look. Fix lobby desync. I'm asking what's in this work tree? Streamering, thank you very much for the hydrates. Roxanne, welcome to the party. Cheers. Low level stuff looks yeah, low level is different. Beast all together, man. That's more like hardware engineering almost, right? I think low level and regular normal software engineering for sure are very different. I've never done any low level stuff, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I tried to let go, I just couldn't. It has far more annoying edges than anything I've written. I will admit some of those annoyances are kind of aesthetic, pedantic, but still do not let go. I also didn't let go for no good reason, except coming from C++, a lot of the Go ideologies and stuff are the opposite of C++. So my annoyance with Go comes from me having to translate C++ libraries into Go. But it's not always a simple one-to-one translation, because some of those design patterns that we use in C++ are like anti-patterns in Go. But I don't know too much about Go otherwise. Knowing the language available libraries is important for new projects, avoiding instant tech debt. But again, at work, delivering something useful is still top priority. Solalicious. Hey, see you later, man. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day. Alright. Both work trees work together? Wait, what am I... Alright. Create a PR for everything. Commit everything and I'll merge everything. I don't even know what's in that thing, but I probably told it to do some work. What is this? What bug was this, man? Issue number 63. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna merge it too. Alright, what else we got, man? Alright, clean up work trees that have already been merged. Alright, clean up work trees that already been merged. Merge that. Merged this. And then I'm gonna work. Well, after I clean up these work trees, I'm gonna test some things out to see where we're at. Hey, man, I'm sorry I missed your chat. Dang, 45 minutes ago. Leem Sig C. My bad. How you doing? Still not active. What are you talking about, man? Type Blazer fix. Hey, are you sure those aren't merged? You should check it out. I think I merged it. All right. Clear that context. About to run it, man. Alright, everything looks nice, so let's bring it down and bring it back up. What? Oh, I gotta fix this. Dang, push that change, man. Oh wait, cancel. Alright, let's see. I'm getting hungry, man. Jesus. Uh-oh. Alright, it's working. Let's check it out. Alright, nobody raced in that one. Oh, we should have a race browser. Let me make an issue. What should this be called? We should have a historical championship race browser. I would like a page that we can browse through all of the championship races that have happened in the past. Let's think about a nice way to display this data, because there's a race every hour, so it's a lot of races to go through. Maybe we can organize it by day and then by hour or something. Let's brainstorm on some nice UI designs for this. This page should be a brand new page or route or whatever. And there should also be a link on the championship page somewhere that says like see all previous races or see race history, something like that. Alright, now we said we're gonna test it out. So here we are. Type Blazer. Man, this R thing still messed up. Make an issue. I might have an issue for this already. On championship page, Type Blazer is cut off. Look at this image, man. This is from the championship race page. The R, the last R in Type Blazer is cut off, and we need to fix that. Alright, now we said we're gonna test things out. Alright, I'm gonna start this race, or open the lobby manually. Lobby's open. And then race already in progress. What are you talking about, man? Tu Padre Jorge, what's happening? I'm building a type-in game. That is not working right now. I have a new bug. When I try to join a championship race once the lobby is open, I get an error that says race already in progress. But the race is not in progress. Only the lobby is open. This is a recent bug, and it must have been introduced sometime in the last 2 or 3 hours. How are you doing, Tu Padre Jorge? Are you into the vibe coding stuff, man? Are you an AI lover or an AI hater? Negative IQ viewer, what you laughing at, man? Don't know the first thing about AI, unfortunately. Just trying to figure out how to edit videos and produce content with it. I'm trying to start a marketing funnel for gambling related content. Gambling related content? AI Realist is also an option. Yeah, AI Realist. Hey, Pass Rice, welcome. Welcome back. What kind of gambling, man? What do you mean? Like, what are you trying to sell to gamblers? Some more gambling stuff? Sports betting, nice. I like sports betting. What type of... Wait, you're trying to make videos on sports betting? Or are you trying to make AI to edit sports betting videos or something? Doesn't matter what you sell a gambler as long as there are odds they're buying. Yeah, my family is big time into gambling. And I'm not into gambling that much. What was I doing? I'm trying to find the bug. Find the bug, that's what we're doing. Trying to get something like Barstool Sports, but with more of a focus on the gambling than all the other random content they do. I don't like gambling either. I prefer to keep my money as long as possible. Cashpot. I always wants to gamble. Hey, you can go gamble anytime you want, right? It's fun. Man, I am hungry. Anyways. Let me bring this down because clearly something ain't right. I should have tested things and I shouldn't have been so lazy. I just made mac and cheese with tuna in my 30-minute lunch break. Interesting dish. Sounds very nutritious. If you're not on Polymarket, you're not a real gambler. There's a guy who bet 500,000 on if yes or no, Elon would tweet more than 90 times in 4 days. Yes. Imagine you actually knew Elon. And you're like, hey man, I just dropped 500K on this. You gotta put some tweets out. Yeah, I'm sure there's so much like fraud stuff going on Polymarket, man. It's crazy. Maybe I should try to find something and gamble. Fix lobby join error. Is that the bug I'm working on right now? Guess what? He tweeted 89 times? Dang. He must have known then. He must have been like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this just to be annoying. Hey, should we look at Polymarket right now? What are we gonna gamble on? Full stacking. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. What are we doing today? I'm working on my little typing website game that's called Type Blazer. It's not running currently, but I'm working on it. I'm having some issues that we're trying to fix. But in the meantime, let's see what's going on. Polymarket. What are we gonna gamble on, man? Oh, Claude 5 release by. Should we bet on this? Man, if I worked at Anthropic, I would probably bet some money on this stuff, man. By March 31st, should I just put all my money on this? 95% chance it's by March 31st. By February 6th, that's by tomorrow. Should I bet like a couple dollars on this? Claude 5, Sonnet 5, released by tomorrow. How does I've never used Polymarket, man. But I kind of want to. Shake my head. What? I'm not going to. Oh, Olympics started today, huh? Wait. Right? Who's gonna win? Norway? Come on, man. Norway's gonna win that much? When was the last? 2022? Dang. Norway is bumping. I didn't know they were like that, man. I always thought USA dominated Olympics, even winter. But I didn't know Norway is pumping out medals like that. Jeez. Their Winter Olympic. Norway is an ice block. I mean, Canada is an ice block too, right? So is Sweden. Sweden is right next to Norway. So why did Norway dominate so much more? Who was an ice block? These are all icy countries, you know. All right, let's see. Look at the population, man. Where's the population at? Oh, this is 6 million people. Sweden. 11 million people. Canada. 41 million people. Dang, so Norway has the lowest population of those ice countries, but they happen to be really good. They got choice mountains. What? Sweden dominates bikini contests? What are you talking about, man? Do they? 6 million people, 6 million geniuses. Wait, what? Yeah, let's go $6 on release tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, hey, did it fix it? Let me see. Let's see. It's just a championship server lobby fix. All right, I can deal with that. This is my Docker Compose. I'm so hungry right now. What's that stack for this typing app? Node? No, I have Hono JS on the API. I have Vue on the front end. I have C++ on the multiplayer servers. So the TypeBlazer server and the championship server are both C++. What is Hono.js considered Node? I don't even know anything, really. All right, let me see if they fixed my bug. We got 30 minutes before lunch. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna open up the lobby. Lobby's open. Join in my other accounts over here. Should I side by side them? Q9 PSG just redeemed the Type Racer. Hold on. We'll do it real soon. Let me test it. Wait. Raw dogging UDP packets? I don't know what you're talking about, man. But I'm using WebSockets. So I guess... I don't know. Is that UDP? It is, right? WebSockets? Or is it like over TCP? I don't even really know, to be honest. So let's do a little type racer first. The library is called uWebSockets. WebSockets are on top of TCP. I see. So this is the library I'm using. And it's a C++, but they also have a JavaScript thing too. I would explain UDP to you, but you might not get it. Yeah. I get it, man. All right. Wait, type racer, that's what we're doing. Here's the racetrack. First race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Also test suite. What's in the WebSocket README? Hey, I think I read this and it was like interesting read somewhere. I don't know if it was in this README, but whoever wrote the WebSockets, WebSockets, they have an interesting way of writing stuff. And man, it was an interesting read. I can't remember which thing it was though. They're basically talking shit about every other WebSocket package, I think. Alright, here we go, man. This is the warm-up race. The first is the warm-up. The second is the championship round. Alright, pretty slow. Guests 96. That was the warm-up. I hate Socket.io. All my homies hate Socket.io. Oh yeah? Wait, bad joke? Why? Why do you hate Socket.io? I don't really know anything about Socket.io or any WebSocket things really. Alright, here we go, man. Championship race about to begin. Look at how many guests are here. I gotta focus for the championship. Here we go. Dang, it's a long one. It's all about posture for fast typing. Bang, who's that guest? Take a screenshot, please. Take a screenshot. Whoever is first place, Canada. And then send it to me if you want your name on my leaderboard, man. We need to verify all the guests. Demon Puke, take that screenshot, man. Send it to me or paste it in chat or whatever. Alright. Where you at? Demon Puke. Do another race. I just arrived. Hey, that's the championship race. I seen a cool typing aid app that had you doing terminal command for practice. 69. Let's go. Hey, Karas Jr. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, should we trust Demon Puke? Wait, what was the speed? I already forget, man. 88? 88. Alright, there it is. Screenshot verified. Type Racer Champs. Demon Puke with 88 WPMs. Had to figure out how to link. Yeah, no worries, no worries. 88. Alright, that is a brand new champion, Demon Puke. First time on the leaderboards. We've had over 500 races in this stream since 2022. And boom, we got a new champion. There are 72 champions throughout the years. So you've joined a small distinguished list of elite typers on Twitch. Do you know any AI video editors? Can you recommend any? Nah, but if you find any, you gotta let me know too, man. Let me know about it. Alright. Yeah, Seaplane. You snooze, you lose. Oh shit, you know, I didn't link the Type Racer in my Discord chat, but it's alright. Forgot to do that. Alright, so we gotta test this race. That's what we're trying to do. We got 20 minutes before I gotta go. So the lobby is opened. I'm gonna start the race, and we're gonna race. And I said I was gonna race on both of them this time. Man. Alright, 2 of them done. And let's see. Alright, when I refresh on the championship race and I've already finished, it shows me the text still. Let me add that issue here in whichever is my issues. Type Blazer, new issue. Refreshing. How do I say? Whenever I refresh after I finished a championship race, it still shows me the passage text even though I finished the race. Yeah, read the title, man. Everything is in the title. I finished the race, the championship race, and then I hit refresh. It shows me the passage as if I've never typed anything. I would like it to not show the passage, or maybe to show like the passage being completed and the leaderboards or something. I don't know. Maybe like the rank I came in because I already finished the race. Alright, let me see. Is Type Blazer 100% vibe coded? Yes, Type Blazer is 100% vibe coded. Full stacking, needs to dip. Good to see you streaming again. Full stacking. Thank you very much for tuning in, man. How to link Twitch to Type Racer? What do you mean? I don't know. I created a new Type Racer with my Twitch name. Can't keep up with all. The only way I'm gonna be an elite typer is to break out Haskell. What are you talking about, man? Where are you live? I have not said where I live. It's a secret. Absolute secret, man. Wait, have you heard about the Reflections on Trusting Trust lecture by Ken Thompson? TLB miss. I don't know who Ken Thompson is, and I never heard about this lecture. Is it because I didn't trust Demon Puke and I needed verification? Wait, the same Discord secrets invite? What are you talking about? Dang, it's not showing me the previous race again. This was, oh, Jesus. Alright, I might have to stop here soon, and then, we have so many bugs. Ken Thompson, inventor of C. I see, man, am I supposed to know that? Haskell is mostly strongly typed functional programming language. Together with Dennis Richte? I don't even know. These jokes ain't. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. I don't know computer science history and stuff like that. Or other languages. Yo. What do I do? I swear I fixed this previous race thing, but it's still not working. Dennis is the inventor of Linux. I guess I should know these things, huh? The only people I know is, I don't even remember his name. But I'll recognize his name if I see it. The C++ guy, man. What's his name? He has a weird name. It's not weird. It's just a foreign name. Like knowing Pythagoras as a mathematician. Yeah, Bjarne Stroustrup, or whatever his name is. That's the only guy I know. Actually, I can't even say I know him because I didn't even remember his name. But someone from my team reached out to this guy. At Google, not my team. I don't work anywhere anymore. But when I used to work at Google, we had a poster of this guy, or a big flag of him in our office. And somebody reached out and emailed them to say, look, we have a big flag of you in the Google office. And he responded, man. And he was like, yeah, maybe I can come by and check it out sometime. Pretty cool. Do you know about new language D++? I do not know about that. Ken Thompson lost a lot of aura when he helped created Go. I never knew he helped created that. You heard of Linus? Yeah, I heard of that guy, man. Who else have I heard of? Oh, I know one. I've heard of Dijkstra. I've heard of that guy. I heard he's a real dick. That's what I heard about Dijkstra. What else? I read Dijkstra has a journal out there. I can't even spell his name. But I was reading some of his journals and he's a real dick, man. Where is it? He has like... Yeah, I think you can go read his journals somewhere. And one day I was bored and I was reading a couple of them. And he was making some weird comments on people. If anyone cares about the trusting essay... Oh man, that's long. That's long, man. Do we gotta feed this to the AI? TLDR on this. Dijkstra was kinda cactus? Cactus? Dijkstra was A-star heuristics guy? Was he? Is Ace did he make up A-star? I'm not even sure. I know Dijkstra came up with Dijkstra's algorithm. But I don't know if... I actually don't know the A-star algorithm. I don't know how to implement it. But I know how to implement Dijkstra's. And I'm not... I think they're similar, but I don't know the differences, you know? Dang, this isn't no TLDR. This is like the same length as the original article. Anyways. Thought Dijkstra is the foundation on which A-star was built. Yeah, maybe. You sound like you know more than me, Pass Rice. Very opinionated about only writing code that was proven correct. Prickly. Hey, CV Noob, welcome to the party. Alright, I think it's almost time for me to go. Did this work? Yes, create PR and I'll merge. I guess. What was the bug we just found? I think I just... Did I make an issue? I forget, man. Oh yeah, this thing. This was the bug. Hey, check out TypeBlazer GitHub issues and do issue number 72. So this works. Merge. Delete. Alright, I just merged. Can you clean up your work trees? Would have hated vibe coding. He did some foundations, very foundational stuff. How's the vibing is going really good. Yeah, I heard he was a real cactus to other people as well. I forget the exact things I read in his journals, but he sounds like a cactus too. Is he still alive, man? You mean Witcher? What's his name? Edgar or something? Not pronounce. Where's his Wikipedia page? Oh, dang. He's been gone for a while now. Do you find advanced binary search stuff difficult as well, or am I just a noob? What do you mean advanced binary search stuff? Like using binary search for more than just finding a number in a sorted list? I never knew that you could use binary search in so many different ways until like a couple years into my studies. Hard problems that imply binary search. Now I think you just gotta use it more. Binary search was tricky for me for a long time until I realized why I was being so confused. And now I can implement binary search pretty good. I used to always get tripped up on when to use less than L less than R or less than equal to R. When to do L equal M plus 1 or R equal M minus 1 or R equal M or L equal M. And what to return. I used to always get so confused about that stuff, man. But I've developed a system to never get confused again. And maybe one day I'll share it. But basically, I did a video on this, I think. I don't remember where it is, though. But pretty much, you got to choose one way of writing your binary search always. So you can either choose L less than R, or you can choose L less than equal to R. And depends on these variables in your while loop, it will determine how you code up the L equal m plus 1 or R equal m minus 1 versus L equal m, R equal m, or you know, whatever. I use less than equal to R, and when I use less than equal to R, it's always m plus 1, m minus 1 for L and R when you're like reducing the scope. It's always that. And you should, there's a little bit more to it, but I find using less than is so confusing. I always forget which one I have to do L equal m or R equal m minus, you know. So that's the first thing I'd recommend to do, is like always use the same way, and then you'll never get confused on when to use m plus 1, m minus 1, or m or whatever, right? And then Opus 4.6 is here. What are you talking about, man? We should have took that bet on Polymarkets. Are you for real, or are you messing with me? What's happened? Pacel Mono. Hey, where's that bet, man? Oh, this is 5 though. Wait. Are you for real? What I told you. Yeah, we're just talking about this, man. I have to go to Anthropic website. Where do I see all the announcements, man? So I should just, oh, look at that. Claude Opus 4.6. February 5th, 2026. Introducing 4.6, man. We're upgrading our smartest model. This is big news. Go on the YouTube channel. They got a YouTube channel? Hey, should we read all this, man? Should I feed it to Claude and give it a TLDR? Based on these charts, it looks like an upgrade, though. Polymarket got banned in my country. What country is that? The lobby of betting companies in my country convinced the government to do so. Interesting. Wait, Anthropic? Dang. They have a live? What am I watching? Romania? Dang. Oh, right here. 10 minutes ago. You guys ready? Alright, this is my type of video. 39 seconds. I was watching propaganda right now, man. Why are we watching this? I feel like I could have been alright if I didn't watch that video. I thought it was gonna tell us a little bit about it, you know? Feels like a dang iPhone, new version of iPhone release ad or something. But anyways, I gotta go real soon. I don't even know if I should continue. Should I use, oh man. Let me ask it. Are you going to use Opus 4.6 to implement this? Wait, mysterious? What? Did it tell me if it was? I'm Claude Opus 4.5. There isn't an Opus 4.6 model. Man. Opus 4.6 just released 10 minutes ago. Can you verify that and switch to the new model? Or do I have to kill this thing? Remove all code written by Opus 4.5 and rewrite it with 4.6. Yeah, maybe I should. Basically, I felt that people started using money to ban on Polymarket and other betting platforms losing their customers. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. Hamisa333. How you doing? I'm building a typing game called TypeBlazer. But right now we're a little bit excited about the Opus 4.6 release. I'm gonna just tell it, save this plan somewhere that we can pick up on it later. I'm not even gonna use 4.5 anymore. All right, clear. Exit. Claude. Update. Let's see if I just restart Claude, will it give me 4.6 model? Opus 4.6. Look at that, guys. Oh, cool. Are you still thinking in building something profitable? I mean, I'd say say that is the plan, to get some profits, man. Okay, can you just make a comment in the GitHub issue 72 about this plan somewhere? Thanks. Alright, Opus 4.6 is ready to go. Should we just test it before I go eat lunch? I mean, I don't think we'll notice any difference, man. But maybe I'll just tell it, hey, finish TypeBlazer. Where's Sonnet 5? I don't think it's out yet. We got scammed. Yeah. I don't know if we got scammed, but good thing we didn't bet on Polymarket, because that bet was about Sonnet 5 and not about Opus 4.6. So I guess since Opus 4.6, this was at 11% before 4.6 came out. And now since 4.6 got released, the chances of Sonnet 5 being released by tomorrow has dropped significantly. You have an ultra tricky feature for a test. Oh, everything is kind of tricky here, man. Let's see. Well, I tried 4.5, couldn't do this. I gave 4.5 a couple times to do this and it fails. So maybe I'm gonna just give it this to 4.6 to see what's up. Alright, check out the TypeBlazer issues and do issue number 71. Did that work? Did that work? I think Whisperflow is not working. Oh, I know why. Because it's crazy. Let me also tell it something. I gave this bug to your ancestor 4.5, Opus 4.5. and it could not do it correctly. Now I'm giving it to you, the new version, Opus 4.6. If you cannot do this, I will be very disappointed in everything that you have become. All right, let's see. What are your thoughts about AI taking the IT jobs? I don't really know, man. I don't really have much thoughts on that. I don't think it's gonna take every IT job. I think people need to skill up and get with the times to stay relevant. I think if you're a developer or a programmer or something and you're refusing to use AI for whatever reason, I think you're gonna get left behind. That's what I think, man. And those types of people are probably in danger of being laid off and not being able to find work again. But I think if you make yourself really skillful with all the AI tooling these days, you might be all right in the future, you know. So you started gaslighting it like I told you a couple streams ago. Hey, that's not gaslighting, man. That's the truth. I only told it my true feelings. And then that's not gaslighting. It's tougher, yeah, but it's also easier to learn a new skill now than ever before. Yeah, my boss saw Opus 4.6 benchmarks and he just fired me. Dang. Alright, no pressure, man. Let's see if it can build this thing. Oh, wait. Oh, I already merged that pull request. Oh. So why are there so many layoffs? I don't know, man. There's still a lot of jobs too, though. Yeah, some people say because they hired too much in COVID. Some other people say there's a lot of layoffs to free up the budget so that they can buy even more chips. And I think that is quite apparent if you looked at Google's earnings report yesterday. They're talking about how they spent like crazy amounts of money on AI, and I feel they just need money to buy chips. I don't think every engineer is gonna get laid off or something crazy like that, but they themselves invest in AI, so of course they'll buy those chips. Let me see how Google is doing today, man. It's been crazy. Can we see the history? Yeah, look at this. Look at how much Google is spending, man. This is in billions. Billion, tens of billions. Crazy billion, man. 60 billion. Crazier than any other Corsair ever released. And it's all, they're just buying insane amounts of AI infrastructure. So maybe that's the reason for all the layoffs. But that's only one company. Google hasn't even had, well, Google has had layoffs, but I don't think as crazy as like Meta or something. All right. Yeah, just do it, man. Clear context and do everything. The best analysis on the topic I've seen is Pragmatic Engineer. He covered the tax code change first and has covered other factors in the layoff waves. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before and I never really watched it. Does it make sense to use Google AI if you have used your Google account for basically everything? Empty force pack, what's happened? What do you mean? Does it make sense to use Google AI? What? Are you still competitive level on LeetCode? I don't think I'm that competitive. My skill level has fallen off dramatically, I feel. And I think it has more. I think I'm able to solve more problems, but I struggle with implementation right now because I'm not well practiced. But I'm able to see the solution more clearly than before. I just have trouble like with edge cases and off by ones and basically just implementation trouble. There's been multiple reasons over the last 5 years or so. Oh, for the layoffs, yeah. Would pass the interview process at Google again? I'd say I have a really good chance of passing a Google interview. Of course, not guaranteed because shit happens, but I think I could get back in. Can it have any relationship with Gemini in the future, like the data it has? I'm not worried if it's best for me to use Gemini because it has my data. I can say, because I actually worked on this stuff, that Google has very decent data protection stuff. Like there are so many things that a team or a service has to go through to be able to even read your data from another service or another product. There's a lot of controls that you have as a user, as a Google user, that will determine what the company can use your data for. And I think based on the things I've written at Google, it seems to be true. Like they're not, maybe default. All right, if you're in the EU, for sure, these things mega apply to you. You have a lot of fine-grained controls of how Google manages your data and what they can use your data for and stuff like that. If you're not in the EU, I think you still have those options, but maybe by default, they're not on, you know? Do you have thoughts to get back to Google? No, not right now. Really want to see how they implemented their dev team workflow. Wait, dev team workflow. Hold up. Oh wait, our thing is done. Fixes. Let's try it, man. Are you ready to see if 4.6 could do what 4.5 could not? I am. I am ready. And then I gotta go eat lunch. So here we go. Let me bring this Docker thing down. Build back up. Hey, is AI gonna make devs obsolete? No, I don't think so. I think the work is just gonna change a little bit. You know, we get a new shiny tool. We don't have to use the old rusted stuff anymore. I passed the first round at Google and the recruiter called me saying that I got positive feedback and that I'm going to move on to the next round and that she would send me an email with further details, and then she didn't send me anything. This was 2 months ago. Why is that? I can't say. Maybe they don't have the headcount anymore. Maybe that recruiter forgot and dropped the ball. Maybe that recruiter quit and moved somewhere else and no one picked up your packet. Maybe a million reasons could be possible, man. I'd say if it's been 2 months, you should probably reach out and see what's up. I'm not technical. In theory, if they have all my data, you think my experience would be better if I use Gemini then? Yeah, if you allow it to train on your data, for sure. I'd say if you're comfortable with that. Lots of people are very finicky about that. But, I don't know. I think I don't really care about some of my data too much, especially when it comes to like targeted ads. I would much rather targeted ads that I'm interested in than seeing an ad for something that has no relation to me whatsoever, you know? Alright, I gotta check this thing and I gotta go eat lunch. It's way past my time, man. It just fixed it. Look at that, man. The R is not cut off anymore. Dang, you're good. I'm gonna have to bench 4.5 forever. Now, I want you to push your commits and make a new PR, and I'll merge that PR. Anyways, 4.6, I mean, it wasn't like a crazy test or anything, but I tried to fix this bug 2 times previously with 4.5 and it said it fixed it, and I assumed it fixed it because it seems like such a trivial bug, but both times it failed. Both times, man. And now 4.6 comes up, rolls up to the party immediately. One shot. Isn't it underwhelming that we haven't seen a surge of good apps and websites in the past year or so? I've never even heard of anyone say they use a vibe coded application. I think you gotta give it some time, man. This vibe coding stuff just hit like a year ago, so people are still figuring out, people are still like making crazy amounts of websites and products. You just haven't heard of them yet because I think it takes time for them to take on. And I think people aren't going to advertise that they fully vibe coded an app because it's still a little bit taboo. There's so much hate for vibe coded stuff out there, man. So I think just give it some time. Maybe actually seeing the good apps and websites is like a trailing indicator. It takes some time, like maybe a year or 2 or 3 before you see substantial results. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I imagine as soon as AI became really good, we'd see an explosion of good apps on the App Store. Like every game would have a great free option. I think we have seen a lot of apps being built. They just haven't taken off, or maybe you're not looking in the right places. Anyways, I just opened Steam and I saw this typing fest. Steam typing fest. Yeah, I don't think I'll make it in time for typing. Maybe next year typing fest. I was thinking it's taboo because it's unsafe, but if I code an app while being unexperienced, it's even less safe. Yeah. What's happened? I gotta go, man. I'm like way over my time. I swear I was on the same boat, not completely, but vibe coding had a bad rap for me until I actually used the agents myself, and it is amazing. Yeah, me too. I'm going to have a new job, it seems. Maybe bakery. Hey, bakery might be alright. Alright, I gotta go, so let's find somebody to raid. Vibe coders. Monster Catcher RPG, but Portuguese. We don't speak Portuguese here. 24/7 dream chasing. Vibe coding. I don't know who to raid, man. This guy? Nah. Stony Eagle. Oh, he's listing some interesting Dido. Let's just raid this person. I don't know them. I don't know anything about them, but let's be nice and do all the stuff. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Simple Colon, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you here. Negative IQ Viewer, adios amigo. CV Noob, see you later. Alligator. Cod Macca, see you next time, man. Pacel Monoist, See you next time. Enjoy the bakery ideas. Gray X36, Hamisa 333. Have a good day. Who else is out here? Everybody who's lurking. See you later. Seaplane 1, Empty Force Pack. Have a good day. Senk Seiya. Have a good day. Everybody. Sorcerer. Adios. Q9PSG. Goodbye. Thank you very much for that Type Racer. Fallen Learns. See you later. I'll be streaming tomorrow 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then more vibe coding for a full day with Opus 4.6. Everyone from YouTube, see you next time. And peace out. Let's all say something in this guy's chat. Something nice. Tell him Opus 4.6 came out.